So I'd like to just spend a few minutes talking about post-traumatic stress disorder. It's something that most people kind of relate to people who've been in the forces and out in war zones, who've seen some pretty horrific things. But in my experience, there are many, many people that suffer with post-traumatic stress disorder because we all suffer traumas of different sorts within our day-to-day lives. And these can trigger experiences from other lifetimes as well that create stress and anxiety that perhaps you don't understand where it's coming from. The stress of trauma can manifest itself in lots of different ways. So it may come out as behavioral issues, anger issues, anxiety and panic attacks, maybe depression. Some people get flashbacks and nightmares with it. Other people will get physical symptoms, so sweating, shaking, pain, maybe nausea, or they might avoid places or situations that remind them of the trauma that they've experienced. Some people use distraction techniques by keeping busy. And to another extreme, people may use alcohol or drugs to actually dull the pain of the trauma. Sometimes memory loss happens with what happened because it was so traumatic. And sometimes people are just completely on edge. They might feel detached from their body. Sleep issues often are related to traumatic events creating post-trauma stress disorder, difficulty focusing, mood swings, not feeling safe, not being able to trust anyone, communication issues, and then issues with relationships with other people. So lots of different things that can create that can be created from trauma and the stress that relates to that trauma being buried within the energy. We often experience similar traumas, not exactly the same, but similar traumas from lifetime to lifetime. And if we haven't dealt with that trauma, if we haven't released the emotions and the stress that happened around that trauma, if we haven't forgiven ourselves for allowing it to happen, forgiven other people for their part in what happened, then it can manifest in lots of different ways in the physical. Often I find that people who have post-traumatic stress disorder are holding on to a lot of anger and a lot of resentment for what's happened to them as well. Working with Cosmic Heart can help to get in deep, to get to the lives that have helped to create the situation, as well as clear what's happened in the physical in this particular life that has triggered everything as well. So if you are experiencing post-traumatic stress disorder, or if you're experiencing any of the symptoms that I have described in this short video, then do consider Cosmic Heart as a way of helping to get to the root cause of the problems, to actually get in and clear the energies related to the symptoms that you're experiencing, so that you can start to sleep better, so that your anxiety lifts, so that you feel at peace with everything, calmer and more able to function properly in this modern world.